to another exciting edition of the program. This is Counter Diary. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and of course, on the Counter Diary, we are telling you the untold stories of Liberia. Today, we are in Clara Town, and to be precise, we are in the Dole community. And what you see behind me, this is the new project that has been undertaken here. It's called the Survivor Sport Park that has been undertaken by the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. GEORGE M. WEAH. So whenever it rains, this place gets flooded, but still, the young children, even the President himself, play on this pitch, and then he's trying to transform the entire area up to a different level. So keep watching. This is Counter Diary. We are telling you the untold stories of Liberia. If you're just coming our way, make sure you hit the subscription button to check exactly what is happening in our country. So let's go in there and see the level of development that is being done at the Survivor Sport Park. So if you are from Clara Town, or if you are from maybe across, and you want to know this place, everybody should come to play football. And today, there's been some level of transformation taking place. So let's go in there and see how exactly it is like. Keep watching. So we are going inside to see exactly how this place look like. So unfortunately for us, I see the minister, Mr. Chukwu. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Okay, so welcome to Counter Diary. We're telling the untold stories of Liberia. And I see you at the Survivor Park. What's going on here?
Since we got back from the US, I've been pushing the team because, as I said before, I'm trying to finish this project in a record time. And this is the heartbeat of the president. This is one of the president priority projects. I think you have been following what the PDU have been doing. So, as I always say, once I'm on a project, it's the president, because I get direct instruction. And this is the president, I would say, personal projects.
Okay.
Because we have the national project, a national project under the PAPD that covers youth empowerment and sports and recreation. That is spearhead and controlled directly by by the Honorable Zoka Wilson.
Okay.
And so he has been doing a lot of tremendous work, especially revitalizing the Samuel Kedo Sports Complex. And today we even have Sierra Leone and other countries coming here to use our facility. But from the grassroots standpoint, the president hails from the community football. And so as a means of reaching out to the community and interacting, he has embarked on doing mini soccer field and parks. And so Clara Town happens to be one of them. I think you follow us when we were at West Point. And so you see the actual park here. I'm sorry, my knees is giving me help. But anyway, I think so. This is it. If you look at what we're doing in there, and I'll walk you through, because where we are right now, we just crossed a little over 60% of the work.
60% of the work. So so how long is it going to take for you to complete? Because you've gone 60% already.
Give or take, we just applied for some initial funding, and I'm talking, and things will go well, because initially the design we had, even the soccer field, we had a 45 by 80, and it was a contention in the community because there were people in the community that felt it should reach FIFA standard. But as I told them, it was within the FIFA standard, especially within the ballpark. But again, they said that the field is sometimes used for
Community league.
not just community league, because community league can accommodate them. But he said they were telling us that it also being used by the national league.
Okay.
So they have second, I think third division games here, and so the community appealed to the project manager, hence through me, for us to increase. Another thing they were having contention about, they said this is known for a football field. Why should we have basketball? I said I'm not here to cater. I'm catering to the community because I have to, we did community outreach. But the president have said, I'm gonna go in Clara Town, although it's known for football, but I will bring in other stuff. We all know
So that's development.
yeah, the president play basketball too, but this is not for the president. The president is giving back to a community that he grew up in. And if you have followed everything the president been doing, they say from the dust of Clarity.
So because that's what I wanted to ask you when you started talking about this project is at the heart of the president. I wanted to ask you why is it and so much to the president's heart?
The president grew up not too far from here, in Gibraltar, and the president used to play on this field. And the president and his all-time best friend Joe Nambwe, they are the two names when we talk about survivor. And so that's why the president, if you look at the name of this particular place, it's called Clara Town Survival Sports Park, like the invisible part. Survivor holds the stem from where George Weah comes from. And George Weah is an iconic name in football. And so Survivor, the president owe a lot to Survivor when it comes to his football career. And so what a way to give back to a community that actually helping a lot. And so if you look at the project, we have from the from the from the entry, you have a little drive through. From there, you have the utility building that has the generator room, offices, restroom, and it also has we have the changing room. If you come ahead a little bit, we have some green area because
Okay, yeah.
we are talking about greenery, and Liberia is blessed because remember, we were once called the Green Coast, and so we try to incorporate any design we do to not just have a facility, but also make it in a way that people can like relax and have some leisure time and leisure area. The initial design did not have the children playground. And then another thing that is not on this design that is actually in the park where I'm going to show you is the sitting area.
Yeah, because that was when you're talking about the community, this survival park. This is the heart of the football in what we call a crush. When you say a crush, people say survival park, and people will have to stand, no sitting capacity.
Again, we just gonna look at it. Now we we did some alterations. We added the children playground, and we have the materials coming now. Thank God. Uh, I was on the phone yesterday with we taking the playground like we did with Invisible Park. All the materials coming from Dubai,
Okay.
because the time to ship from Dubai is closer than shipping all the way from China. And we have all the other equipment material that are needed to complete this part already in country. And so pretty much I think we can enter for you to actually see where we are and what we are doing right now.
All right, so those of you watching Counter Diary, we are telling you the untold stories of Liberia. We are about to go in there to see exactly the level of development in there. So let's go. Okay, so we have finally entered. This is the survival pack currently in there. This is how it looks like. The development is ongoing. So we stay here. Those of you watching us, this is Counter Diary. I like how it is being set up. But we'll talk to the minister again, and he will be explaining to us each of the area that is here.
As you saw on the board, this is the driveway, the gray spot that I was just showing you.
Okay.
We this one Saturday, casting of the overhead for the utility area is completed. So we have to wait for 10 to 14 days to be able. And so in the next week or so,
Okay.
we should start putting the floors, commode, and for the locker room, start doing things. But this is where we are right now. So we already reached the roof of the I would say a service area or the utility place.
Okay.
And so we're just gonna walk. So out here
Okay.
will be the driveway for the executive when he comes in. And We also have a special room here that we will consider a mini VIP whenever the president.
Like you have at this
Yeah,
invisible park.
whenever the president is visiting, that place will be only for dignitaries. So we kept one of the rooms here just for that. And so, uh, after the walk, after the parking or drive through, we have walkway. And if you look on the design, what we have a green area. So all these places will be green area, and then
I mean, this place, so you're gonna have grass all year.
we have trees and grass.
Okay.
And so if you look here at this part, under here, we have the drainage system.
Okay.
So the actual stand of the field, the dimension of the field is 45 by 90. And so we consider it the jogging path or the walking path, but it's just the cover to the drainage system. This is 1.3 meter in length. It easily take two-person jogging in the same direction. Then when you come, the drainage is right here.
I can see.
And so if you look at the depth of the drainage here is 4 feet, 6 inches. We're talking about the depth. But then the elevation of the entire field, because remember Clara Town field, this place, we in the swamp.
Yeah.
And so we lifted the actual field by almost 2 feet. We have we have almost 2 feet. We have 1 foot, and we have almost 10 inches. So that's the elevation.
So when it rains, it will not have any effect.
No, because we're filling in here with dirt, and we have the grass and trees that will be planted. And so we go to where we have not finished, and I'll show you, because we already finished the basketball.
Okay.
So that's why I say we are a little above 60% of our job. So if you look at this, is a 45 by 90 soccer field. So that's the total length of the field if you look at it. So we have already done the elevation, as I told you, you before. Now, if you look on the ground, you see crushed rock. And so one way want to know why all these
crushed rock. That's what I mean. I see.
And so what happened is, this is the earthwork that happened under the turf that people usually don't see. And so we have 8 inches. We have, sometimes depending on the area, if you working in an area that is already rocky, or you say it's not a swammy area, it's a hard ground, then you can, based on your calculation, you can say maybe 6. But we did 8 inches of we say 40 to 20 milliliter rock, which is the rock that you see here. Then above that, before we did that, we actually elevated the inside of it with the beach sand.
Okay.
And then we compacted it to make sure, just in case we have underwater, it will serve as that interlocking layer. And after the 8 inches of 20 to 40 millimeter crush rock, we have 5 to 10 millimeter crush rock, and that's what you see that just came. I will show you. And after that, then we start to lay what you consider to be the turf.
It seems to be like every time you're modifying the plane. I know what is the cost of doing this particular the project? How much does it cost? Because I mean, I see the plane, and you said you've made some changes on the plane, and how much is it going to cost you?
When we started this, we started a little over 700,000, and with the new alteration and everything, we might run into something close to maybe 1.1 or something. It depends, but I'm trying to keep it under $1 million. Yeah. And so we're doing the spreading, and so you see the difference between the rock.
Okay.
So we're coming from 20.
So I see this one.
It's between 20, 40 to 20 mm. That's how we call it.
Okay.
And this is 5 to 10 mm.
This one is 5 to
10 mm. So
okay.
After the bigger rock, we go. But all of them, as I said before, have space in between it. That's why I was saying it's permeable, so it allows water to come, pass through it. So that's once we reach this level. After this level, we roll out the turf, and so imagine if you are building a house. These are the crush right that you go waste. This is yes, some people
So now,
say you wasting crush right.
even the way it looks now, you can play football here.
I know.
You know, like
Yeah.
somebody said, normally you just get small, they play like they just start playing football because of the level. Even though you're going to put some point.
Yeah, so we'll put turf, and from the turf we're gonna seek it in with sand. So we still have work to do, but again, for my for my young brothers and sisters in Clara Town that felt the field was small enough, I told them that this field is standard size FIFA field, and you can see it for yourself. This entire place is the Clara Town soccer field.
All right.
So we go to the basketball.
So those of you watching us, like we said, Counter Diary, we are telling you the untold stories of Liberia. I think they don't tell you, that's what we tell you. So we're telling the untold story. Yeah, this is the Survivor Sport Park in Clara Town. And we're done with the football pitch. We are going to the brand new, what you call basketball court. Let's get in there and see exactly what it is now. Keep watching. So we're about to enter the new basketball court here, Clara Town. After somebody will say after 176 years, for the first time, Clara Town going to have a public basketball court.
So the basketball court is completed.
Mm-hmm.
This is 14.6 by 28 meter. So that's the measurement of the basketball court. This is a community basketball court, the same size as what we have at the Invisible Park. We're gonna have the same lighting system in here. So we will have night practice, night game if you want. And so we have already, the basketball is completed.
Okay, so the material that is used here, we have a lot of rainfall in Liberia. Does it have any effect on this?
No,
material?
it does not. Matter of fact, it helps because instead of you bouncing on the hard concrete, this is a new technology that has space between it that when it rains, the water go under. And so if you even zoom in, you will see it. And so the basketball is completed 100%, and we concentrating on the soccer field. And if you look, this would be the children playground.
Okay, that's the another place behind it.
Yeah, so we'll go out. The children playground, this will be the children playground. We'll have the turf. It will be the same as the Invisible Park. The same setup of the playground. It will be exactly the same. And so we already done basketball. And the children playground, we added a lasso. We're waiting for the material for that. All the materials for the basketball is in town. If you look, these are the lights for the field for night games. And around here is the solar panel that keep the place.
So maybe just before we go to the children park, the playground, when do you expect to dedicate this area? Because I know that has been a question. Most of the people in Clara Town, they're waiting. They want to play here before December. They don't want to wait.
December is too far. I remember when we started this, I said I wanted to. We, from the office of the president, we were trying to beat our personal record, and Westman should have had it. It's only because the pavement around the field has delayed, and that's what we're looking for. I've been pushing the contractor because we put in ask for, and the contractor had a lot of other jobs, but Westman is finished. But again, Westman was smaller. It was just a field. But if you look at this, we have been working less than 2 months because the actual project has been 2 months, and then we had 3 weeks of community engagement back and forth. And so the work you are looking at here is 1 month, couple of days. So we are way above our scheduled time.
So basically, we'll have this dedicated before July 26th?
Way before July 26th. Imagine we already put in the the 5 to 10 milliliter. And if we place this week we start planting the grass, and we have to wait for 14 days for the slab to get ready. From there, we finish the building, and everything here is almost done. So that's why I'm saying we little over 60% of what we have to do. And so I will just take you around and take you to the ground. So this was not part of the original design that we had. And the sitting area, which is 20-meter long, and we're gonna have the cover where people will be able to sit.
Like
And
picture.
yeah. No, we not built. We just had steps because we didn't have the space. It's very close to the swamp, and so the space we had to make use of it. Remember, we could have done more here, but then the community said they wanted a bigger field. So we hope you make use of the big field, because now we gave you the biggest field that your community could ever have. Whenever we are doing these things, this is the children playground. This is where the kids gonna come to play. And
what all you gonna have here?
we're gonna have swings. We're gonna have slides. We're gonna have everything a kid would need to. It's small, but the kids of Clara Town will be able to enjoy themselves. So this whole place is the children playground, and we have some seating area for the parents to sit.
As well.
Yeah, and yeah. We have people from Clara Town even working with the team, and then the maintenance will be people from Clara Town. The security will be the same dwellers within Clara Town. The roof running in left to right sloping to serve as shade.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 20-meter long. So this is where people gonna sit. It's exactly in the middle of the soccer field. And if you look what they're doing, they are installing the light that will be the night light. So these are the lights for night game.
Okay.
So this is the light for the night game. So the electricians are at work. And so this is Clara Town, and we are going as fast as we can to make sure.
To have all of this done within the period that you estimated.
Yeah.
All right, so before we close up this edition of Counter Diary, what we're trying to showcase Liberia, what other thing are we expecting from the president in Clara Town besides this area?
I think Clara Town, the first thing we did, we made sure we ran roads through Clara Town. The next thing is there is no way you can cement the legacy of George WEAH without giving back to Clara Town. I believe this is why this project is really important. I think by constructing this, the legacy of George WEAH football will be cemented. Because the biggest thing you can ever do in life is to give back who gave you the most. This project is giving back to the community that made who we call George WEAH.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
All right, so he is the minister for the for our portfolio. This is Counter Diary. We are telling the untold stories of Liberia. I want to say thanks to everyone for watching this edition. If you are just coming for the first time, hit that subscription button to subscribe and also share the video. Keep watching. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and thanks to my producer, Jacob Flammer, for making this edition a success. Keep watching.
Similar thing like that happened maybe with the house.